this weekend, I seem to be a magnet for scam baits, scammers. I'm a scam bait. And so this guy approached me, just like in LA. He wanted me to buy phones for him. He said, do you have good ID? And he says, look, we're going to go, and if you qualify for some phones, I'm going to give you $200, and you're going to buy 3 phones for me, and he's going to sell them overseas. So, I mean, it sounded so easy, and I said, well, okay, let me just eat, and then I'm going to think about it. So, before that, then, he says, you're going to Verizon. You go to Verizon? I said, no, man, I have problems with Verizon. I owe them some money. So he said, okay, well, whatever. But while eating, I'm thinking about this thing. And I spoke to some other people. The real deal is this, that it seems as if I'm going to go and run my credit, and if it's good, they will say something like, you qualify for 3 phones. Because with Sprint, I qualify for 2 phones. And he'll give me the money to buy the phone, and he gave me $200. And he takes the phone and goes. So I have a contract now with whoever it is for 2 or 3 years. And if the contract is cancelled, it means that I will have to be owing them a cancellation fee plus all the use of the phone. Now, if we have 3 phones out there, it means that there's approximately $250 for each phone, or each contract, or each line that I'm going to cancel. So right away, I have like $750 only in canceling these 3 contracts. And then, however they use the phone, they might use it real good, put on a whole bunch of calls in it, or if it's whatever. So I'm going to have the charges also. And then he's gone. He says he's going to sell it overseas. One guy says that they're going to make a whole bunch of calls and they're going to do this and that and so forth. And I'm going to be out for that. So my credit is going to be ruined if I had good credit. I saw one guy went in the car and they took the run his name, everything looks good, and they took him off to go and do the transaction. But I thought they were coming with the Walmart and Home Depot game, in which they have merchandise they want to return, and they want me to use my ID and so forth to go and return this. And I already know about that, and I already figured that one out, that somebody's going to get locked up sometime, and it's going to be me. Now, when I was living in LA, they had 2 other scams. This phone scam seemed to be something new, but they had the medical scam and they had the open a bank account scam. So a guy would say something like, man, you have good ID? Say, I want to open a bank account in your name, and I want to deposit some checks, and I'm going to give you between $250 to $500. So he's going to go and put in a whole bunch of checks, maybe $250,000 worth of checks, and he's going to draw out the money real quick. So the FBI is going to track you down and say, hey bro, what's this $250,000 checks that you bounced on this bank here? But really and truly, I shouldn't be charged nothing, because my defense is going to be this. Basically, no check is supposed to cash until it is cleared. So if you go and cash the check and pay these people this money before it is cleared, then it shows to me that you are involved in this scam, and this is not a real scam. It's just that you're trying to play smart with me, you're trying to use me, and I shouldn't have to pay nothing because you did not follow the rules. You have to wait until these checks are cleared, and then you cash them. You don't cash them a couple hours after they were deposited. You have to wait maybe a day or 2 when it comes back cleared. Now with advanced computers and all that, they're supposed to know immediately whether this check is good or not. And then finally, there's the scam of the medical thing. Man, you want to $250, $350 today? So all you have to do is go to this health clinic over there, do some tests, and when you walk out, you're walking out with this money. And when you say, okay, by the way, I've never gotten involved in none of this stupidness, because I figure like nobody don't give away money just like that. He's gonna make a phone call and an ambulance will show up. 3 guys dressed like medics gonna come out, bring out a stretcher, put you in the stretcher, start putting intravenous, lines in your vein and so on. So this guy, he's in the back of the swing, and when he started putting this thing, he started to sweat. He said, man, I don't want to go game, man. No, man, none of this. They said, well, we got to make this thing for real, bro. You got to put on this thing. But what I figured out could happen is this. While they put that intravenous in him, they could put some chemical in there, some drug, to make him sort of comatose, make him sort of not being able to be totally conscious and to be able to defend himself. And they take him someplace and cut out all his organs, cut out pieces, the liver, cut out his liver, his heart, his kidneys, pieces, intestine, eyes, whatever they need. And as a medical institution, they could say this guy died of natural causes, and he had signed that we could do the tissue thing and do whatever or whatever else way they could do it. I don't know, but that was dangerous, and I'm sure that somebody ended up dead and the organs sold, as well as some might have collected the money and walk away. Maybe those who walked away is to keep the thing nice and juicy so that others gonna fall in. But man, they got some scams out there that if you're not, thinking, or if you kind of figure like, okay, I take some money, I get high anyway, you could end up dead. You could end up with